New York socialist weenie is trying to fulfill every adjunct professor's fantasy. Mayor Mamdani says he's exploring whether New York City has legal authority to arrest Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu if he attends the UN General Assembly this September, calling him a war criminal who belongs in the Hague. Roll it, Seymour.
He's the architect of the genocide against Palestinians in Gaza as Israel's prime minister. These are not facts of my personal assessment, they are facts of public record. And I believe that when someone is charged with an international criminal court warrant, it's something that should be taken seriously, whether it's Benjamin Netanyahu or it's Vladimir Putin or whomever else. What I've also made clear is that my administration will follow all applicable local laws.
So this is something, Dana, that I don't think the Democrats do enough of, which is repudiating this myth about genocide, which has been repeated over and over and over again, and nobody, like, they're too scared. It's a myth.
Yes, but they see it as fact, and they're acting upon it. And then, of course, he says, and it's reputable sources. Like,
yes,
please,
tell us who,
we can see them.
Please.
The other thing is, it's once again showing how a politician like Mayor Z will make a promise to his voters that he can't keep, that he knows, I would imagine he knows, that the courts are going to reject it. He's not allowed to arrest Bibi Netanyahu. And then what he'll do, instead of saying he was wrong about that, he'll blame the courts.
Yeah.
And then in the next press conference, he'll decry the loss of trust in our institutions. Local governments do not deal with that. The federal government does. And she was given the brushback.
Treasonous, death penalty. Jessica. Wow. I get it. You don't like Netanyahu either. We've talked about this. But how does this help the citizens of New York? This is clearly a way for Mamdani to get on the global stage. And he's exploiting this, like, anti-Israel rhetoric. He's not helping anybody.
Well, it is a fantasy land, one, even more so than some of the policies, because he actually did manage to freeze the rent. He stacked the rent board, and the one who didn't want it ended up quitting. But that was achievable.
Now rents are up everywhere across the city. Great outcome. Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
But there have been many world leaders who the ICC has ruled a war criminal who have come to New York for UNGA, and they go and they speak and they go out to dinner and they do everything that they were going to do beforehand, and it's fine. Mamdani did a long interview with Lulu Garcia-Navarro from the New York Times, and
it was very hard-hitting. I could not believe it. Wow. Well, the follow-ups, how could he manage it?
I think she's being sarcastic, Jessica.
I know. I was going to make a joke about his Voldemort voice, which was because he had a bad cough. But he also said when it comes to arresting Bibi or exploring all these avenues that he will be respectful as well of the UN. And the UN has made their policy clear, which is whoever we invite to come here, it's like they have...
Engage in the conflict in the Middle East if you deem the person you're engaging with a war criminal.
Of course. That's also why it's okay to attack ICE buildings and law enforcement, all the things. Guys, we live here. So let's talk about what the mayor and what this policy is doing. And let's point out and really bring to light his rampant hypocrisy that puts at risk all of us. So his quote about the International Criminal Court warrant is that when someone is charged with an ICC warrant, it's something that should be taken seriously. But yet he doesn't take seriously all of the warrants out for the illegal immigrants that are here in this town, walking the streets. So there have been many, and not enough time in the show for me to list specifics, murders, rapes, et cetera, of people with warrants out that this city didn't honor because of his directive. So just one, for example, after an illegal immigrant raped a woman in Queens at a La Quinta, then he was let out, he was arrested. There was an ICE warrant because of Mamdani, because of his executive orders, where he laughingly, by the way, says that a non-local law enforcement, like he basically is saying that the non-local law enforcement of ICE should be given no credo, but somehow ICC should. That guy was let out, and what did he do? Rape at night point another woman in Coney Island. And then his accomplice beat with a lead pipe her boyfriend who tried to intervene. Or what about the 20-year-old that there was a warrant out for his arrest, and he murdered a 28-year-old? Like, how many people have to die under this guy's watch that he ignores those warrants and somehow...
Jesse, it feels like his core constituents are campus lifers and Rikers inmates.
It's true. Columbia loves it, right?
Yeah.
So do the guys at Rikers. I'd like to see him try, just to watch.
Same here.
Just to see the NYPD square off against the Israelis. I mean, that would be bad. I don't know. That would go down.
No, they would. Like, you're on your own, Mayor.
Exactly. Isn't it funny how this guy and all the commies, they want to arrest Trump and Netanyahu and the landlords. But you whack a woman in the head with a bat in the subway, and they're like, let him out. Let him out. He's black or he's insane. You know, who cares? They like political prisoners, right? The actual prisoners, they love. You know what a real crime against humanity is? 78 degrees during a heat wave. That is criminal. We should lock him up.
We've talked about this. It's nationwide advice during a heat wave to keep your thermostat at 78, from Texas to New York.
I haven't heard that before, and I don't like
read.
it. I want to stay cool in school.
Just do the American, just do the American way. Ignore them.
How did he become mayor? That's what I want to know.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.
The Fox News Channel, FNC, is an American multinational conservative news and political commentary television network and website owned by Fox Corporation. Key aspects of what Fox News does and provides include 24-hour television broadcasting. It delivers around-the-clock news coverage, breaking news updates, and political analysis. Opinion and commentary programming. While it features straight news reporting during daytime hours, its primetime lineup consists heavily of high-profile conservative political commentary and opinion shows, such as programs hosted by figures like Sean Hannity. Digital and multi-platform content. Beyond cable television, Fox News operates a major news website linked to foxnews.com, digital apps for streaming live and on-demand video, radio broadcasts, podcasts, and a subscription streaming service called Fox Nation. Political focus. It is widely recognized for its right-leaning political alignment, focusing heavily on American politics, conservative viewpoints, policy debates, and cultural commentary.